Hello gorgeous souls, this is Goddess Leonie from goddessguidebook.com and I am so excited. This is such an incredible time and there are so many amazing things happening, and I want to write to you every single day and tell you what's happening, and I'm just burbling over with energy and excitement. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a vlog diary and just share with you. So number one thing, you're probably noticing something different. Oh my god, I cut my mermaid hair off and it feels amazing. I've had mermaid hair for 10 years now, and it was just time. It was time to make a shift. I felt like I was holding on to it out of fear instead of moving forward where my intuition was telling me, and I've been thinking about doing it for a long time, a couple of years since Starry was born. And then I was standing in the shower and I thought, what would feel like the most free thing? What would I do if I felt absolutely free? And the first thing that came into my head was I'd cut all my hair off. And so the next day my beautiful love was standing out in the backyard and he was cutting his own hair, and I thought, you know what, that feels so good. And so I just got some scissors and I walked out into the backyard and I cut off my big bun. And Chris said, what are you doing? So I was cutting my hair, and he said, okay, I'll finish it off for you. And so he learned how to cut hair on YouTube, and I love what he did. I love that it's intuitive, it goes with the flow of my hair. I love that it's perfect for where I am right now. And I offered my hair to the garden, and when I did, the words that came to me were, I let go of who I was in order to be who I am. And I feel like I've underwent the most immense and incredible initiation over the last 2 years, into motherhood, into Saturn return, into moving home to this small town, and I feel reborn, and I feel so shifted, and so I got broken apart in order to let all this light in and learn huge medicine and really understand what women and men go through when they go through a dark night of the soul. And it is incredible to come out to the other side. You're here now and feel so good. It feels so good. And I want to tell you about the immense changes that are happening here in this beautiful town of Proserpine. Proserpine, for those of you who don't know, is the town that I was born in, and it's named after the goddess of spring. And I just think, how remarkable is that I ended up becoming, a professional goddess, being born here in Goddess Town. And you see, Proserpine has not had any kind of spiritual side. Of course it's had a spiritual side, but it wasn't open, and there wasn't that much here, and I left nearly 10 years ago to move to Canberra, and Canberra was amazing. It was a meeting place for me. It was where I found my women's circle. It was where I found my life purpose, my mentors, my sacred work. And I always knew that I would move home here to beautiful Proserpine, the goddess Persephone. And before we moved home, I just had this huge feeling that I would be a part of helping Proserpine to change, and that it would undergo immense shifts, and it would be remarkable. It would be like a light opening point in the world. I've always so deeply felt like the land here was very special and very healing and sacred. We are in tropical paradise. There are these incredible mountains kind of at the edge, and then we go all the way out to the ocean, and The ocean is beautiful. You know, we've got some of the best beaches in the world here. We've got the Great Barrier Reef. We've got whales and dolphins, and it truly is tropical paradise. There's 74 islands just off the coast from here. Prine is so fertile and abundant, and that's the reason why the explorer called it after goddess Persephone, who came through here and thought this must be Persephone's land because it's so beautiful, it's so rich and abundant. And that is a huge gift, and I wanted to be a part of opening it up to allow more beauty here and for it to become a healing place. My whole vision was that this place would become very much a healing place for the world, and it would open up and make some really big shifts and start sending out healing, love and light out to the world to connect with every soul who's needing it. And I've been to special places before, like Uluru and parts of India, and Tilba down in the New South Wales southern coast, and these places, they just feel like they're out of this world. And every time I think of Uluru, my breath is taken away knowing that it's out there sending its love. Such a healing home. So there was this huge task ahead of us. You know, I moved home. One of my dear friends from school, Amanda Jean Deering, she is a brave and incredible soul, and she listened to her guides and she opened up the first spiritual store and bookstore here in Proserpine, and it's Akaya Alarm, and it is a beautiful store, and it was just started opening this place up. And then the North Queensland Spiritual Festival began this year, and it's already run twice, and it was huge and incredible and wonderful, and Linda Jean was the organizer of that, and just amazing. And then all these new stores started to move into our town, and so we have, you know, where before Proserpine wasn't that unique or exciting or divine in any way, we've got so many beautiful stores like Cherry Baby, which sells fair trade and organic toys and kids' clothes and women's clothes, and they're just divine. And then we've got Sacred Body, which is a yoga studio and a health food store, and we've got Coconut, which is like just about organic coconut oil and health food stuff. And we have the Grub Cafe, which is a coffee and art gallery, and they have huge plans for it, and it's the most magical place in the world. It's where I work a lot. And Colour Me Crazy, which has always been this incredible Aladdin's paradise, and oh my gosh, and there's a mermaid opening up bringing into town her opal jewellery, and yeah, I could just talk on and on about incredible stores that are moving into our little town. And Proserpine is small, you know, there's 4,000 people here. Our main street, and this is like where everybody's opening up their doors, is literally like one block. It's probably 150 metres long. It used to only just be cars, and so it's just incredible. And it's just been, oh my god. Okay, and so the earthquakes, like, Proserpine doesn't get earthquakes, and yet, like, when the North Queensland Spiritual Festival happened, the weekend, the first festival happened, half an hour after it finished, we had an earthquake here, and it was like quite a big one. Like it was like a 5, maybe more, 5.4, I think. And I mean, there wasn't any damage or anything, but it was huge. It felt like the whole world shifted for us, and it did. And then, you know, and we've never had any earthquakes in recorded history. We're not on any fault lines or anything like that. It's just an earthquake. Oh my god! And then last weekend was our last spiritual festival, and like 5 days before the festival opens, we have another earthquake. The second one in recorded history, like 5 days away from the next spiritual festival. What the? It's just incredible. And I was walking around outside, and after the second, and the first earthquake felt like it was just shaking off all this old energy, and the second one I was walking around barefoot, just feel all this light coming out of the earth, light sparkling. Oh, it's the most amazing feeling. And oh my gosh, I moved back here and I was really craving for, my spiritual posse, my tribe, the ones that I could go back into the circle with and share about all the things that were in my soul. And 2 months ago, I was talking to Trish Neal, who owns the Grub Cafe, and she's a beautiful soul and an amazing photographer. I adore her, and the reason I kept being drawn to her was because I kept on dreaming about her. And in these dreams, we were having adventures together, or she'd come and see me in these dreams and say, "I need to talk to you." And so we just kept on talking, even though we didn't really know each other at all. But we just kept on finding each other, and she was having dreams about me. And one day we sat down and said, would it be amazing if we could have just a gathering of really soulful businesswomen here across the time and start changing Prine in the world. And so that weekend we put it on, we were like, oh, we just need to make it happen. And 15 women turned up, and they were all amazing, and it was just like instant best friends. Not even kidding, it was just instant kinship. And it's only been, I think, 6 weeks. Sure, it's 6 weeks since we had our first meeting. And I can't imagine my life without them. I talk to them every single day, and they are my posse. We're doing healing work, and our businesses are booming, and we're feeling so light and happy, and it's like we're evolving so quickly together. And we've had all these dreams about these wild dreams about what we would make happen, and they are all happening. They're all happening. We wanted to rebirth Prine as Goddess Town, because we're the only town in the world named after Goddess Persephone. And 6 weeks later, ta-da, 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 ta-da! This is a copy of today's. Oh God, the camera's disappeared. No, you're still there. This is a copy of today's Prine Guardian, which is Sunday Coast Guardian, which is like our big newspaper here. Guess what? Front page. We are on the front page. Goddess Town. Goddess Town. And people are like, Goddess what? But I'm glad they're talking about it. And we're in Goddess Town, and we're all in there. And we're just sitting on a statue of Goddess Persephone, and it's amazing. And these women are amazing, and they're doing huge work, and I love them so much. And we've got bumper car stickers for Goddess Town. We've done photo shoots and made Goddess Town postcards, and we're organising a goddess trail of statues all around Prine, where you go out to all these incredible places, and there'll be goddess statues there, all the different goddesses around here. And we're organising these huge signs and statues in the middle of town, and I want to create the world's biggest statue of a goddess. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that, but it's going to happen now. It's going to happen. And my heart is so full. I am just giddy. I'm in love. Goddess Town, front page. Miracles are happening. And I wanted to start a Steiner school because I want alternative and gentle and spirited education here available for our crystal children. And it is happening at lightning speed. And we're getting interviewed this weekend for the paper to talk about that. And I'm just so excited. Miracles are happening. It feels like things are evolving. I feel like I'm going through a huge Reiki attunement. I feel like I'm shifting and changing out the biggest light, and I am loving life so much. And I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be feeling this way. I look back, and 2010 it was literally the most difficult and worst year of my life, and I thought I'd lost me, and I underwent the most immense initiation I've ever experienced. And to come out the other side, and to be born out the other side, and to be witnessing all these miracles, I can just say it's all worth it. It is all worth it. And you know what? I am thinking of you all every single day because you're all out in the world, walking as goddesses in the world, spreading your light, sharing your joy, finding you again, and loving you again, loving the goddess in you. And I am thrilled, and I am sending you love, and I know that Proserpine, this place, is here for you. And anytime you want to think of this place, please just connect in and feel its love and light and healing energy being sent to you. There's huge work being done on this side of the planet, and there is huge work being done everywhere in order to help all of us evolve and grow and be earth angels and be alive. Alive. So I'm saying cheers to you, cheers to me, cheers to all of us. This is the dreamiest dream possible, and I am so excited. I just want to share my enthusiasm with you. Here's a ginormous ball of enthusiasm for you. And the Goddess Circle, you know, my very own Goddess Circle, was such an instrumental creator of this miracle. Most of the women that I met that are part of this tribe, that are part of Goddess Town, they're all in my Goddess Circle. I met them from the Goddess Circle sisters first, for most of them, and I'm just have tears in my eyes. Life is a ginormous, huge, elephant-sized miracle, bigger than whale size. Oh my God, and did I tell you? Like 3 weeks ago, a white buffalo was born in Whitsundays, right here. A white buffalo. Oh God, a white whale. I'm sorry, white buffalo. I've got white buffalo in my mind. And for those of you who don't know, it's the prophecy. I like to say the prophecy like that always. White buffalo calf woman. She is like one of the angels and one of the big goddesses in the world, and she's one of my personal favourites, of course, because I love buffaloes. They're my sacred totem. And white buffalo calf woman teaches us that when a white buffalo is born, that a time of renewal and peace, and it's like spirit handing you wisdom. And she said that whenever that white buffalo is born into the world, it's like a huge change in the world. There have been white buffaloes born in recent years, white buffalo calves, and they are like just divine. And my whole feeling too is, you know, to see a white whale, a white baby whale, that's exactly the same prophecy. They're so special, and I love the story of how it was first seen. It was just hanging out with two mamas, and there was a family on a little boat, and it came up and it played with them. Played with this family in a boat, and like in a nice way, and they weren't, you know, injured or anything like that. It was just really excitable and playful. And oh God, I got tears in my eyes. All I can say is this: I remember being out at Uluru, and Uluru is this beautiful, huge, heart-shaped rock in the middle of Australia, and it's the very heart of Australia, and it's this very amazing place. It's very spiritual and touching for me. And I remember walking the dunes, the desert dunes, with Christian at night, and we're looking up in the sky, and we could see angels, huge, glowing angels with wings, like, and we keep on rubbing our eyes going, are they there? Like, is that an angel? Because I can see an angel. Like, usually you can't see these things, but why are they huge in the sky? And I said, honey, what do you think they are? Is this some kind of weird constellation in stars? And what is this? And he said to me, honey, if we don't, you know, can't see these and see them as angels, then what is the point of all of this? You know, what is the point of wanting to believe when you get presented with a miracle like seeing huge angels in the sky? And knowing that they're right there and see them, they were hovering over Uluru, and choosing not to actually believe that and say, you know what, I have seen angels, I know them to be true. And what is it? Then why not have faith and dive into it, and why not have faith that this life is a huge miracle and healing is available to you, and life is so good, and I'm so excited. I bet you can tell I'm really excited. I am sending you love. I am sending you blessings. I love you so much. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And P.S. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're a goddess. This is all awesome.